Alive, say our highs, be relaxed. Hello, all my loves. Hello, hello. Where'd my lip gloss go? There it is. Check
I
the
think it's hiding.
crooked squirrel. What? It's cute. Look how little it is. It's cute.
Oh, oh, maybe it's not hiding for you special. I thought you were looking for it.
I found it because
Okay.
everybody needs Christian Dior lip gloss.
No, I don't.
I'll buy you glitter lip gloss.
Yeah, no, it'll never get worn. Or if it gets worn,
That's what you think.
it'll be the wife wearing it.
That's what you think. That's what you think. Hello, my loves are here. We'll give people a little bit of time. So, how's everything in the world of the squirrel?
The world of the squirrel might actually be getting better at some point in the near future.
Is
Hey,
our
Patty and Thomas.
where my loves? My loves. I'm sure they'll pop up in a second.
Yeah, we got. There was a thing that apparently I had to
There it is.
sign. They sent me over. Hey you,
Mm-hmm.
over a Verisign, kind of a thing.
My loves.
Now once
Hey,
that was
Thomas.
done,
It will, Thomas. It will go so great with this outfit because it's like sheer and pink and minty. I mean, he'll look amazing. Squirrels look great in pink minty lip gloss.
except that the squirrel tends to wear black.
Um, it's sheer. It doesn't have color. Doesn't even have glitter. It's literally
Uh-huh.
clear.
Okay.
Um, what's the special occasion, Patty? None. People, for some reason, I don't know. Someone bought it for me as a gift, and I was like, great. Why
Yeah, but
you?
I'm not Bret Hart, and I wouldn't want to be.
You're what?
I'm not Bret Hart, and I wouldn't want to be.
It's clear. It's literally totally clear. It's just got like some mint oil to make your lips a little bit like hydrated and plumped. I just wore because they were chapped, and somebody else steals all my lip gloss that is any like color other than clear or red because she needs it. So,
Now the question is, can she apply it correctly?
yeah, but occasionally she looks like the 7-year-old lady at bingo that has way too much bright lip. No.
Ah,
Like the little kid outside the lines. Yeah, Patty, that's me too usually, but it was a gift.
okay.
I I
I have both Chaptic and Carmex.
yeah, people generally like it was a gift from somebody. I'm
Now
like,
here's a
okay.
good one for you. My wife and I can both deal with Carmex, but my oldest,
Hmm.
he breaks out in a huge rash if you apply that stuff to him. Puts
So
that shit all over
Carmex
his face one time.
actually has benzoin in it, which I am allergic to too. It has benzoin and I think it listed as mastic gum or mass. They're both the base that is used in adhesive, benzoin and mastisol, and a lot of people are actually allergic to it. It's the mastic that they use to help it gel, but a lot of people are very allergic to it. And it also has a really high level of menthol and fiberglass. Goes in everybody's chapstick. Burt's Bees for you. No, I don't. I have Burt's Bees. I have EOS. I literally whatever chapstick I can find around the house. Half the time it's half used lip smackers that taste like Dr. Pepper or one of the Anna and Elsa flavors. Mom Life with a small child, like with a tiny makeup hoarding person.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm. The little makeup hoarder. Yeah, she like makeup hoards. No, Thomas. Fiber, not fiberglass. Um, but if you eat some, drywall, that'll help you with both.
Agreed.
Yes. All of the yes. Although the past few days have just been all of the no. One of my best friends from high school, hopefully I get to see her in the chat. She was here the other day and she was streaming on Twitch earlier today. So there's only three of us. We'll give people a little bit of time before we dive into actual gun topics because I know a few people are trying to get to their computer. So, Patty, did you see Matt's post today? Did you see his post about Monday?
I did not.
Chris is going to be live on his channel Monday.
Oh, Patty missed it.
Yeah, he put up a community post about it. That Chris is on the channel on Monday. It's a community post up on his channel right now, but Chris will be there. Although apparently I'm a mean older sibling who got him in trouble, so.
Uh-oh.
Whatever. I don't care.
What'd you do this time?
I didn't do anything. I mean, I did things to people, but I mean, not to him. No, Chris is fine. That's fine. Matt, Chris has a couple stalkers that I'm dealing with on top of things. Like, really, like, sweetheart, I am not the person. Not the day, not the person, not the time. I did do pad break-in earlier today, though. Oof. Squats with new pads are awful. Let's blame Canada. I mean, you can. I busted out the new blocker and catcher, and the new leg pads. I'm just sitting there butterfly and breaking my new pads. It's too cold to drive on them.
Yes.
That's how I usually break in my goalie pads. I toss them out in the driveway and throw a couple towels over them so I don't get them dirty and just run a car over them. What can I say? It works great. Why do people think that will get them anywhere? I don't know. But I feel so bad about it because this lovely lady has given the scammers so much money. And even after we sent the police to her house, even after her kids and nieces like contacted us to be like, why is Chris scamming her? And I'm like, he's not. That's not who she's talking to. She's still giving these Nigerian scammers money. The police have been out there multiple times. And then, hey, Cookie Monster. And then, the police get there and talk to them. And she talks to the family. And then she's like, the scammer said that that's not really his publicist. And, and that he told me not to tell them because now he's in trouble with his publicist, and this is why he said keep it. I'm like, no. Like the person, one of the scammers, I have to find it, and they're like, no, I'm the real publicist, not you. Okay, it takes a set to be like, you're the scammer. Chris said you're a scammer. I'm like, on the phone with him, he didn't go away. Like, I will just block you, but don't argue with Chris himself or me. Oh, yes, thank you. My skeleton shirt. I'm feeling evil and angry. Evil and angry today, my loves. So, give people a few minutes to trickle on in because it started earlier than I normally. I don't know. But since he moved, like his stalkers, like the Florida man stalkers are so annoying. Can't tell you how many stalkers are irritating me. I have a Loki stalker right now, which apparently is a thing. Yeah, so Thomas, you and Patty will like this. I didn't get to tell you at Krakow. Somebody thinks they're gonna stalk me. Somehow this is a good idea.
No, it's not.
If you guys figure out um if you guys figure out when that sounded like a good idea, just let me know. So I know not to do that anymore. Patty, no. Actually, he Minnesota was bad, so he's been so open about where he's from and the town in Minnesota that he's from. And a lot of Humphrey's really early stuff was shot, you know, before they were even on the sing off and like remotely famous. Like, the very, very early Humphrey. Um, so, like, people would send him pictures at the lake, like right by his parents' house. I don't know why this braid is now annoying me. Gotta fix it. So, he was getting stalkers at his parents' house, even. Um, you know what? That's actually really funny that you say that, Patty, because remember when we were talking about that story about the hot tub in the Crown Royal? That was actually in Arkansas at a hotel on tour in Arkansas, which is funny to me. But yeah, I loved this week. You have a stalker. Cool. When did that sound like a good idea? Like when? When were you like, you know what, you know what female I'm going to stalk? The gun person. Let me get right on that. That is the person whose house I should show up at. Yeah, hey, hey, Dave. Yeah, I was like, why? Why are we stalking me? I was like, we
Maybe it
don't
was the
need.
crop top.
I don't know. I don't think it was the crop top. But I was like, y'all don't like y'all. Bad idea. In the spectrum continuum of stupid ideas, stalking the sniper is probably fairly high on the list. He just wants to show you his gun. I don't know what he wants to show me. Yeah, DM stalking you. And I've got fireball whiskey to prove it. I'm just gonna bait you outside with some fireball.
Let's make it all go boom.
Like we're really going to do this. The last two times I was stalked, one was when I was still in Maxim, and one was a few years after when I did one of the other calendars.
Best stalker ever. I don't think so.
I was like, what? Yeah, Thomas, they are. But the pro-
But that's a little different.
but the problem is everybody that has like, hey, will call. Um, well, the person that has decided to stalk me currently is stalking my parents' house. They found
Why
my
do I not
parents.
see that ending well?
Yeah, they got my parents' address from when I was in high school from somebody online that knew me in high school. Will call. We are going to go over that in a few. I'm going to give people a few minutes to join in, and then we are going to we're going to talk that. We're going to talk the new caliber that's out and my thoughts. We are going to discuss an aspect I've seen ranted on by several people about with the border idiot serial killer ballistics thing. Hey Kendra. But yeah, I got a phone call and local police were like, "Hey, there's a stalker outside your parents' house trying to stalk you." I was like, "Cool, my parents live on a dead end street." He was like, "Yeah." Hey Sam. Sam, are we clarifying the comments? I don't have most. What comments would you like clarified, my darling? Um, yeah, so you tell Sam, you tell me what you'd like me to clarify. Right now, I'm currently clarifying that if you thought it was a good idea to find out my uh, the address I lived at in high school and stalk my parents' house and get, you know, you're not going to have a good day. I will not be happy. You will get to see me, but it will not be how you want. That I'm probably one of the last people you would like to stalk. But, may the odds be ever in someone's favor. Especially since I've been open and honest about the fact that my father taught me to shoot at 9. So, it is not like, you know, you're going someplace that is friendly. So, yeah, that. You people stalking Christopher. Like, what we're not going to do is this. This is what we're not going to do today. The turning kids trans. Oh, okay. Okay, Sam. I'll get to that. So, um, you know, I'm like, really? I don't have time for this. I don't.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Just Krakow. My show, my
Maybe
bus,
squirrel
my
or
rules.
something else. I don't remember saying anything of the
Krakow,
sort.
Krakow, Krakow.
Why? Why? Why?
What I just say? Hush. Don't pull a Kurt right now. Got it? Best way to stalk someone is when they dream like Freddy. True. Okay. So, first one we're going to talk about. First thing we are going to discuss is the Ortiz thing. So we're going to discuss the Ortiz thing. And I think the beautiful I thank the beautiful and lovely Patty for bringing this to my attention. Um, on watching someone else's, a couple other people's streams, and it wasn't one specific person. I've seen several people comment on it. Yes, I'm not wearing makeup. Yes, I look like crap. No, I don't care.
Nah, you're
So
fine.
I'm just saying it for everybody's, because I don't, because if I do get ahead of it, then I don't hear, oh my God, you look awful. Yeah, I know I'm sick. I've been in and out of the hospital. Um, you know, everybody's like, well, Ortiz, the serial killer, he used just, look, okay. So here's the thing. Everybody's making a big deal out of the ballistics, which it is. He's a serial killer. And the stupidity of using his duty weapon. But it seems to me that while everybody is pointing out, Croc, are you there? I know you can't, whatever. Um, while many people have pointed out the stupidity of Mr. Ortiz using his service weapon and bullets being stupid, which it is, they have not explained why it's stupid. And I keep getting asked why. So we're gonna have a quick lesson for those of us who do not spend way too much time with firearms. Um, why it's a stupid idea. Because literally, I think that's like one of the number one comments I've gotten lately. And that is, why was it stupid? Thank you for telling me it's stupid, but like, I don't know why it was so bad. So, when you fire a weapon, it has unique characteristics, which is what we do the ballistics match. If you're looking at the shell, they're all, oh my god, I do look like crap today. Where am I? Hold on. There we go. Slightly less. Probably a little bit too dark now. Let's spooky ooky. There we go. A little bit brighter, but not full brightness. Um. So, what about it is stupid? So, when you're looking at a shell casing, you're going to look at the bottom of the shell casing because the firing pin impression is unique where it leaves it. On top of it, when you look at both the slug and the outside casing, the what's called the rifling is unique. And one of the things you always hear that it's like, an 8-to-1 with a left hand twist, which means the barrel has eight lands and grooves, and they are a right hand twist, so it spins the bullet clockwise while it is coming out of it, hence the twist on the casing. So that is why it's especially stupid to use your duty weapon. Because before you're issued your duty weapon, it gets fired a whole bunch of times and the ballistics uploaded into the National Ballistics Database for matches. So if you use your duty weapon and leave the shell casing, that's gonna get caught real quick. That's gonna be real quick to be over. The other reason with the bullets that people are commenting is, again, there are unique characteristics to bullets. There are unique characteristics to every brand. Some brands have essentially laser etched serial numbers, markings. I don't want to call it confetti because it's not confetti. Things that when we look at them, we can tell where they came from. I look at a casing from a bullet and I run it through like the mass spec. Based on certain additives and things that are in it, I can tell you where it came from. If you are using ammunition that has been assigned to you, we already have it in the database. So that's why with the Ortiz thing, it was especially dumb. I have long since maintained one of the biggest problems you have is that with ballistics, once the ballistics are entered, they're always there. Barrels are not something that require an ATF number. Thank you, Opal. Opal, come and play. Come and be crabby. You know, you don't need an FFL just for a barrel. You can buy them online. So you drop a barrel in and out, and it's a drop in change. Um, the ballistics change. So it's not that hard to fudge, but you know, there are certain firearms, certain SIGs, the SIG 320, the SIG 300 series, you can change the caliber by just dropping in 2 parts on an easy field strip. It's meant to be adjustable. So, thoughts, Croco?
Yeah, I'm actually completely with you on this one. Why use your service weapon? If you're gonna
Not
do
just a
some shit
service
like that,
weapon. He used his service issued ammunition. And he left the
when you
shell
could,
casings on the scenes.
yeah, dude. One, pick up your brass. Two, your rounds are being counted in and out every day. Three,
No, they're not.
they know exactly which weapon you were issued, and they've got all the data in the ballistics. They've got all that in the ballistics database.
No, the
How
rounds
does
aren't
this
being
not end
entered.
badly? How
I
does this
mean,
not
you
end
just get
badly? On
boxes.
top of that,
They're not counting
on
his
top of that,
brass.
the mass spec, going back to our fun mass spectrometer critter, you can get different manufacturers
That's what I said.
use
Like,
slightly different formulas for the powder.
well, that's what I was
You couldn't
referring to
tell
when
which
I said it.
manufacturer the brand
It's
came from.
kind of like a confetti additive. You put it through mass spec, and you can tell what manufacturer and who the issuer was. A lot of them
Actually,
have a
sometimes it varies even by lot, which is why when you deal with when you bring on a new lot of ammunition, you test fire it a few times to get yourself set to get used to it.
yeah. So I mean,
Your
that's why
accuracy will suffer otherwise.
that's why it was incredibly stupid. But I saw a lot of people coming in like, well, yeah, it's stupid. You used your service weapon. But then they didn't clarify like why it was stupid.
Which is
That
the thing
that
they should have done.
that would be because they know it's yours. Please don't. Any of my beasties, well, like, don't go become a serial killer to start with, but um, you know,
Yeah,
on
using a
top,
government issued weapon to do that, that's bad.
not just at a
I mean, that would
federally issued border patrol. After Fast and Furious, you don't think they, you know, no, baby, like, do not use your duty weapon. Yeah, so that was like, yeah, just use fireball. I mean thermite. I mean, there's plenty of options. But like, you used your
too bad
duty
there's not an
weapon.
option to fire that guy strictly for being stupid. Remember you were talking a while back about room temperature IQs?
That IQ isn't even room temperature. That's outside in Canada room temperature right now.
Ooh.
Like really, you used your duty weapon, and we thought this was going to end well. How? So,
There's no way that ends well. You're gonna get busted. You'll have earned it.
and he did. Although that was one of the worst. It should have been a really great trial, but watching paint dry was more interesting.
What?
So
No fun
there's
arguments?
no, they literally played an 8-hour video of them looking for him in a parking garage.
Did they play all of it?
Yep, 8 hours of body cam while the like morbidly obese looking deputies huffed and puffed up and down stairs. And all you see is this with their hands because they have their hands right in front of their body cam.
Wow.
And all you hear is
Seriously?
to prove how out of breath they were. For hours.
Hours and hours and hours and hours.
We didn't need to listen to the fat man walking up and down stairs. Yes, just an
My
unhappy
question
man.
becomes
I don't get it.
I'm not sure we're supposed to, but then your every serial killer fucks up something.
Right, but I don't want to, you know, listen to him like breathing heavy as he walks up and down the ramp of a parking garage.
I have to ask why that would even be necessary.
You would have to ask one of our lovely lawyers. I don't do trial strategy.
Was this a prosecution thing,
I don't know.
or
I
was it the
watched
defense that was showing
I
this shit?
watched like 4 minutes of it and was like, okay, bye. Yeah.
Drying paint
Yeah, I'd rather watch paint dry. Um, you know,
or grass grow
a little cold right now.
or the universe expand.
Yeah, it was just like, what are we doing? So there's my answer on Mr. Ortiz. Um, okay, rant number 2. So, Steve. We need to talk about Steve. Don't be like Steve. If your child is murdered, don't be like Steve and go give them all the and go give the media all of the police information that has not been made public. It is not going to help them find the person that murdered your daughter faster. It is not going to aid in the tips that come in. It is not going to aid in anything. Steve, I understand you're upset and you don't like how the investigation's going. But doing things and then 3/4 of the way through the interview being like, I probably said too much, but I don't care. You literally telling everybody what information police are keeping close to the vest is the dumbest thing ever. So, don't be like Steve and don't share police information.
And yes, folks, there's a reason for that. because they're counting on bits and pieces they've kept close to the chest to determine who's actually got tips that are worth following up on.
Right. And now they have like 800 more tips coming in because people are very easily adding in tidbits of information. So don't be like Steve. I'm going to leave my rant there for the night, but you know, again, I've seen several people ranting about it, and that's why when I talked about the case, I repeatedly said, we don't know what they have. They are not telling you everything they know. And then Steve, the father of one of the girls, is like, well, I think my daughter was the one it was directed at because they went after her first and they came in through her room and the sliding door. And Steve,
Shut the
Steve,
fuck up.
Steve, Steve, not, sir, no. And now, and now the rest of the families are complaining because now they're getting no information and no updates from police. Everybody go thank Steve because now the other parents are going to get no updates. The family is literally going to get no updates now because of you, Steve. I understand you're unhappy with how the investigation is going. You're not helping, though. You know, no, they wouldn't have gone upstairs. Um, well, Carl, that's not necessarily true because nobody knows where they were found. Nobody knows, you know, for all people know, they ran upstairs, they ran upstairs, people ran downstairs, people had been seen, people thought they could be identified. You don't know that. I've been in many situations where the person heard somebody above them walking around or below them and realized someone was awake and then decided they were going to clean up what they thought was loose ends. So you don't know. You don't know who the target was. You really
Well,
don't.
it was one of the four that died, I'm assuming, because the two downstairs in the basement, nobody bothered with them.
They were asleep. They weren't woken up until, you know, much later. They woke up and found it. So if they were truly asleep and being quiet, no one knows what it's like to be the bad man. I mean, like some days I do. Hey Matt, I've missed you.
Hey, Matt,
No,
what's up?
that's not music Matt. That's other Matt. That's my fellow troublemaker Matt, not music Matt. My fellow troublemaker. Missed you, Matt. Um, but they have. You really don't know if they were truly asleep and the perpetrator, heard the ones upstairs walking around and thought, um, they could have heard him or they could have identified, they'll go upstairs to try to tie up loose ends.
Or they went upstairs, or they saw people upstairs earlier, or what have you, or they have been watching the place for a little while. They know that there are a bunch of people that live here. Um,
But I'm
and
I'm
then
just saying that
they went upstairs to execute anyone else, uh, to cause a delay in reporting. Give them a couple,
Whatever.
maybe they
I mean,
get a couple, 3 days to
who
get the hell
knows?
out of Dodge.
Nobody knows, but anything anybody did know, or most of the tactical advantages they've had lately are now gone because of Steve. So, you know, don't be like Steve. Don't be like Steve.
Even Steve
And
shouldn't be like Steve.
I mean, I guess in theory, I don't, but I always say you can't be anybody but you. So, um, there's that.
Maybe he should have kept an eye on that attitude.
So, we're going to talk about a really interesting, interesting topic. Um, a very interesting gun topic. And we're going to talk about it a little bit. We're going to see what you guys think about it and if we need to deep dive it in a dedicated. But let me see what this is first. We'll call. I don't understand if all the doors have a keypad lock, how to get into 2 rooms. Well, call. So they're actually really easy to get into, unfortunately. A, people are lazy. B, it was a party house. And so there were a lot of people that had the digital combinations
And
to
even
different
worse,
doors.
all you need is a little bit of flour or some other fine powder. You can just blow it on the keypad and see what sticks. After that, it's just a matter of
I mean,
you can
not
do a
even
brute force
that.
attack.
It's not even that. For $9.99, you can buy a cord and a thing that plugs into your phone to crack them if they really are different. But, you have these known party houses and people will give passwords to, multiple people, and then you have problems. So that's generally how you get into it. I will also point out, and I'm going to be very careful how I phrase this because I get yelled at for it. There is a certain direction that if if we're not going to say which direction and why, but if the part of your door, the locking part, is facing a certain way, you can credit card any door. So you have to make sure it's facing correctly. So you can't credit card it from the way you want to secure it against. Um, and generally, people do it backwards. So I all I need is a driver's license or a Blockbuster card, and I can open a door most of the time.
Deadbolts, not so much.
No, those are a little bit harder, but not much. But most of the digital locks are not deadbolts. Well, the interior digitals. So, unfortunately, we, yeah, unfortunately, people aren't great with OPSEC. But okay, no coughing in my ear. Yeah, making things 1, 2, 3 or like 0, 0, 0, 0 or other silliness is usually a bad
That's the
idea.
combination on my luggage. Oops.
Okay, Homer Simpson.
No, that was actually Spaceballs reference. See?
I know, I watched that today too. It aired. Um, Yeah, I mean, that's not totally true. I know several people that cannot. I know several doors, but we're going to talk about fun gun stuff because I want to know if we should deep dive this. And I want all my lovelies in the lair that are here to. We're not calling Darth Helmet. I watched that earlier. It was on. I was watching it earlier. Isabella was very confused. My princess was very confused by Spaceballs. So, who has heard the 375 Raptor? Anybody?
Mm-mm. I'm out.
You're out. Okay.
I'm aware of Raptor rounds, but I didn't know they did that in 375.
Yeah, so Arnie Brunnigan, the man that has designed the 6.5 Grendel round, the Raptor what? It is a new round. So again, Arnie Brennan, creator of the 6.5 Grendel round, has a 375 Raptor round. And it is fired out of a 308 Winchester.
Eh?
He necks it up to run essentially. If you look at 300 blackout, you fire out of 223 Remington. You're necking up the cartridge. It's not a parent case, but you're necking up a smaller round and you're running a larger, heavier bullet. You're getting supersonic subsonic performance in a cartridge. You're getting a short barrel. You can suppress them well, and yeah, you're getting a parent. Yeah, MV. It's a parent cartridge. It is a parent cartridge, and 375 Raptors going out of the 308 just like the 223 Remington and the 300 Blackout. Um, so the 375 Raptor brass is, interesting. Is that almost a straight wall 308 said case at 375? Yeah, it is, MB. Um, so, you've like the 45 caliber and the 45 Raptors that you can use in AR-10, but this is, this is going to push some firearms. And yeah, I mean, MB, it's close, but not quite. My it is, a short action, really heavy hitting cartridge from the ballistics I've seen. So, who is interested in yeah, let's not fire things in the air. How about that's what we're not going to do? Um, so who
He's
is
talking about fire. He's talking about shots of fireball.
I know. We're talking about fireball, we're talking about spaceballs. I know. But still. Um, so who is interested in a ballistics breakdown of the parent of the new, cartridge and some of the parent cartridges to their interesting children cartridge, like the 223 and the 300 blackout, and obviously the 375 Raptor out of a 308. What kind of interest do my beasties
I'd
have
like to
in
see
this?
that.
What kind of interest do my beasties have? So I have one. I have one beastie in the tech squirrel, but who else? Let me know. You guys let my beasties let me know. Sound off. Yeah, the 375. And let me know. Sam, okay. I've been offered. I have okay. I have been offered some early access into seeing the round in person. So we will deep dive parent cartridges and rounds and discuss. Um, it should be interesting, but my concern, and the reason I don't talk a lot about the parent cartridge issue, is if you remember in some of my firearms breakdowns, I've said you can't run plus P or plus P loads in certain firearms. Opal, I can do that. Opal, I can cover flamethrowers. I've built several. I was also part of building a very large trebuchet at one point.
Ooh, that could be fun.
MB, it'll fit into any 308 chambered. Who made that man a gunner? It will, and it will anything that's chambered 308. So, I mean, MB, you can. There's pistols chambered that you can do it. Sam, what's your question? Wait, that's a thing. Wait, what's a thing? The AR-10 chambered, or the parent cartridges, or the 375, or the new 375 I'm talking about, or the 308, the 300 Win Mag. So, you know, it's my understanding, MB, the intent is that you are able to essentially fire a subsonic round that's much heavier. But like I've said, so here's the problem. You start looking at things that are capable of firing a plus P or plus P load. And then people that own Glocks get involved. Because everybody loves the gun that Tupperware built. And
Commonly issued.
cheap gun.
Agreed.
And, you know, where people build these ARs, they buy parts and they smith it themselves. And you are going to have some catastrophic barrel failures. You're going to overpressurize so many cheap weapons and just have catastrophic metal failures. Yep, that's going to be unpredictable and hell on wheels. But I just I've been offered some first look into it and some early access to fire it, which might not be the smartest idea that has ever been had. But it's always interesting. So let's break down. I will break down parent cartridges and how you do it, how you work the parent cartridges, and why, and some of the ups and downs to them. We will do that if you guys are interested, and you are. Cool. Yeah, we can lay a siege. Yeah, I got bored and we built a trebuchet and went punkin' chunkin'.
Trebuchets are fun. We love our trebuchets.
Well, the trebuchet thing was um, my older brother graduated from Carnegie Mellon University, the land of the nerds. And the first person that tells me that I was mean for calling CMU students the land of the nerds has never been to CMU, doesn't know what it is, nor have they ever been to a CMU carnival. It is literally the land of the nerds. Go 375 Raptor. MB, yeah, it is. Um, I got to talk to, I've gotten to talk to the creator, MB. I've talked to the guy that created the 375, and
Maybe we
so
can get him on the channel
we
for an
cannot.
interview.
He's
Oh,
not
okay.
gonna. We're not gonna get him on it, but um,
That's
at
unfortunate.
least at this point. But I will break down the ballistics of the 375. Yeah, and it's gonna be a great brush gun. The problem is there's going to be a lot of catastrophic failure. You're going to have people running it through some cheap ass weapons that can't handle straight wall again. And that's my concern. Yeah, I'm not really worried about like the how big someone's castle is. So one year, CMU Carnival has a theme every year. And one year it was, I don't even know what it was technically. Like, I was little. I don't even know what the technical theme is. All I know is my brother and his idiot friends, who my older brother has a very special degree from Carnegie Mellon University. For a period of time, CMU offered a dual degree, not a dual degree or double major, as in like you added a minor to it. They let you do two full degrees at the same time.
Yikes!
So you have two separate. It's not like you have one diploma with an and kind of thing. Like you have two separate diplomas. The only thing you were allowed to share were electives and your core career, like the gen ed, but otherwise you were doing everything. And I would sarcastically say my genius of an older sibling, but it doesn't. Unfortunately, it's not really sarcastic here. He decided to get his dual P, well, dual masters in electrical and computer engineering at Carnegie Mellon.
At least they're well. I'll give it one thing: they are
What?
interconnected.
Right. They're also the two hardest engineering degrees
Also true.
at CMU. They had something like a 97% attrition rate of the program
That sounds about right.
because doing a single engineering bachelor's degree at CMU is hard. Doing two of them, ridiculous, and then choosing the two hardest. But my brain trust of a sibling decided electrical and computer engineering, ECE. We're going to do them both. And CMU Carnival comes around and they build their booth for CMU Carnival because everybody, you know, has to do booths. And the maintenance guys come around to inspect because if your booth needed electricity, the campus electrician, inspected it to make sure it was safe. And he like jokingly was like, I don't think I need to, like, do I need to go inspect the electrical engineering guy's booth? And, of course, you do. Um, they completely wired it, complete with circuit breakers and things.
As you would expect from that type of creature.
They even waterproofed it with roofing tarps under. Hey, Victoria. It is so great to see you too. You can always be late. Hey, Mean John. Hey, guys. Um,
Tony Duck for sure.
actually, they're my Target skeleton pajamas. Um, I was feeling sassy today. So they even like waterproofed the roof. Didn't just put like a cheap flat roof. They ran gutters. They put down sealant under roofing. Like that booth was built better than a house. And the electrical was probably up to code for a house. And their theme and was like Russian Tetris. It looked like the old school Russian buildings.
Nice.
And like, do 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 like playing like the old school Russian Tetris music. Yeah, and the game they had like those little things you could hit with a baseball to knock down. But instead of that, you usually see like there's like nine. Instead of them being clowns, they were painted to fit in what looked like St. Petersburg and a Russian Moscow cathedral at CMU Carnival. And anybody who's ever been to CMU Carnival knows it rains every year. It's a tradition of CMU Carnival. And most of the buildings end up shorting out if they do have things plugged in. And there's nowhere to go and any of that stuff. Yeah, we all went inside my brother's booth and locked the door. We had power. We didn't get rained on. You could play your game because you got a bunch of ECE nerds that built it. And it straight up looked like the cathedral in Moscow. But I wasn't old enough to exactly remember what the theme was because I was like 6 because my brother. But whatever. So the next year, or later on towards the end of that year, the same group decided they were going to take part in what is known as the Three Rivers Regatta. Now, here's the problem. We're still watching Spaceballs. Yeah, jam the radar with Raspberry, okay? We know Raspberry is the choice for radar jamming. So, the Three Rivers Regatta is obviously in Pittsburgh. They have a regatta race. And they are known for something called the Anything That Floats race, where
Oh dear.
literally, if you think the Red Bull thing is stupid, if it floats on the three rivers, you can enter it.
Yep,
What
close
did
the
they
petting.
do? They built a giant keyboard with a trebuchet on their damn boat. and they launch things off a trebuchet at the other boats in the anything that floats race. The spaghetti warehouse got into it and was lobbing meatballs at like giant foam meatballs at other boats in past years. So you have a bunch of nerdy engineers that were like, they're not going to throw meatballs at us. We're going to build a trebuchet and put a trebuchet on a barge that we build to fight back against the spaghetti warehouse lobbing foam meatballs at our keyboard barge.
I don't know. Seems to me like meatballs in a keyboard would be bad.
Right, but they threw them back with the trebuchet. And they literally sat there launching computer viruses. Like they built round foam giant replica microbes and launched computer viruses via trebuchet at other floats. I'm not sure whether I should be proud that he's my brother or concerned. I haven't talked.
I would go with both.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't talked to him in several years. Um, because I'm gonna get in so much trouble because I know he watches these because I've blocked him off this channel twice. So I guarantee somebody's gonna like send
Let
this
him
to
know.
him or he's seen it, but I'm not afraid of who he married. I'm not a fan of a lot of things in his current world. It passed, yeah, I don't know. They were passing computer viruses to other boats via trebuchet. Um, yeah, whatever. So yeah, pumpkin chunkin. And Patty, nerds are not known for physical strength, but the nerd in my family is closer to 6'9". I'm not saying he's strong, but he's got some mechanical leverage on people. So he might not be particularly strong, but he does have that whole I'm a genius and an engineer, and I'm really good at mechanical advantage and using leverage in my height. So yeah, there were trebuchets involved. And then when his kid was a Boy Scout, he decided to scale up the trebuchet for Boy Scout pumpkin chunkin. Patty, no, it means my brother, being a white nerdy Jew, trips over his own 2 feet and has very little physical agility. He's not the most athletic person you've ever seen. He's not the least, but he's sure not the most. He wears a size like 16 shoe.
Wow.
So, yeah, he's a very large person. He can palm small children. He can also palm a basketball. He has very large hands. I usually just kick him in the knee.
Well, that's gonna make for problems if he has to get under a car hood.
Actually, he's really good at working on vehicles. Um, although he loses sockets from socket wrenches all the time. That used to be my dad's biggest complaint. My dad would always find him like halfway down the street. You could tell
Get
when
the
my brother.
repair done. Do start and do the test drive, and ting ting tink.
Because he would like, put it on top of something and then shut the lid and the hood and. Mm-mm. But yes, so when his son was older, he built an even bigger trebuchet for the Boy Scout thing, and they went and launched things. So yes, I'm good at pumpkin chunking. I also I do have him to thank for he's the reason I made thermite and set the school on fire. But we've all heard Stephanie's incendiary device story, so things you
Yeah,
things you
well,
things
it
you
had
don't.
all it had to be was chemistry, right?
Yeah, you said I could make it.
If you had authorization from your parents.
I did. I did. You just forgot who my sibling was when you took that into account. You just didn't think through what I would do. But yes, so they launched computer viruses at other, yeah, great. So yes, trebuchets and other nerdly things in the world. My brother built one for his wife in her first or second grade class. It launched marshmallows. Yeah, the one my brother built, I think, was like 12 or 13 feet tall on a U-Haul trailer.
Yikes.
I don't know what Boy Scout parent was like, you know, let's get the engineer from CMU to build the trebuchet. Because when he rocks up with a U-Haul trailer ready to lay siege on the other little Boy Scouts,
Why wouldn't you? I would think that would just be fun.
um, everybody's idea of thought fun is, yeah, Patty, this was portable too. It was an entire U-Haul trailer. You could tow it. He built it right on the trailer. Unhook it from your vehicle and fire. Chalk the wheels and fire. Again, look, the last thing you want to do is like challenge the nerds to go big or go home, especially when building things. Because what they build is generally, yeah, it's really not a good idea. Although, yeah, no, Patty, no, no, this one wouldn't. There was no intention for it to. The Boy Scouts gave them a regulation it could not be bigger than a U-Haul trailer. My
Okay then.
sibling literally was like, I bet you I can figure out to the centimeter what the biggest trebuchet I can build on this is.
I wonder how
Right.
thrilled the people at U-Haul were when they got that back.
They didn't. He bought it.
Oh, damn.
It was permanent. I always have maintained that like we all have unique skills in this world. Mine is, um things that go bang and boom and you know things that you things you probably don't want to let fall into the wrong hands. Um, Other people's are, building medieval war weapons in my family. So yeah. But yeah, overachieving brothers, fathers. Yeah, overachieving brothers. I have that. Engineering fathers. Yes, my father is a nuclear and electrical engineer. It is why I was never in the military. I am banned from it. I am banned from the military.
which is
Which,
unfortunate.
I mean, I guess it depends on who you are. I mean, it's unfortunate depending on who you are. So, probably a good thing for others. Yeah. But the overachieving brother goes with the engineering father. They're both. Bye, Opal. Just so you can fling me. I have to break apart your computer at some point. Opal,
Speaking of,
you hold on. Opal, you can come plague my chat anytime. I'll probably be there to plague the chat tomorrow at some point. What?
hmm?
No, I'm stopping. I told Opal I'd be there at some point, most likely. Yeah, so, whatever. But we will we will go ahead and cover parent cartridges and some of the other interesting ones. Mean John, you still here? I gotta see what Mean John's thought on something is if he's still actually paying attention. So, that's a thing. Why not? Let's build medieval weapons of war. Mean John, soft sit bingo. What do you think? Should we do it tomorrow? Would
I'm
you like to
liking that.
Would you like to rally some of the troops and we can do soft sit bingo? I'll go grab a couple of OSGs compilations. Okay, absolutely for soft sit bingo. Um,
Now we just got to find a video.
OSG has a bunch of compilations I can use. Mean John messaged me. I have the soft sit bingo card. Let me do you threshold. I don't know. Just go ahead and message me, and so we can figure it out, and we can play the sob sit bingo tomorrow. It'll be fun. Rally some troops, rally some of our sovereign citizen loving people, and we will all screw off and hide in box forts and make fun of people that ask about admiralty courts for
Or
sob
demand to speak on
bingo.
jury nullification.
Those are all on the cards. So we will have fun and play sob sit bingo. Patty, I will send you a link so you can post the link for people or whatever. Do we have a preferred time we want to do it? Patty, me, and John Peterson, anybody? Put times in the chat so we can come up with a. Um, Cow says boom if you are here in my chat somewhere. Know that I love you and hello. Or if you're watching. Hey Syndicate, are you gonna play Soft Sit Bingo tomorrow with us? Thomas, there is a box fort and a traveling square in it. I do have that. I even have grounds on it.
Ooh, yeah.
Tomorrow's Sunday. Thomas or Peterson. Oh, Peterson. Of course, it'd be Peterson. It's Sunday. I do have grounds. I do have grounds on there.
We have to
Okay.
actually find a way to make a bunch more of those bingo cards, though,
Okay. Why?
so that we don't, so that not all everybody's working off just the same bingo card.
It shuffles it every time you click the link.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. DM, are you in for Sov Sit Bingo tomorrow? Yeah. Every time you click that link, it shuffles the card. I used a randomizer. Yes, this Sunday. Yes, Thomas, you're going to be like my WWE announcer. Okay, we're going to Sov Sit Bingo. I'll set up a time. I'll put it on my community tab. I will put up links. I'll put up a link to the card. Anytime you click the card, it randomizes which one you get and randomizes the order of the squares. So we will have Sov Sit Bingo. We can always turn it into Drunken Sov Sit Bingo. I'm sure it'll end up that way, anyways.
I have to be able to get drunk first.
Yeah, but I mean, it'll be fun.
It
I mean,
would
like,
be fun
what
to get
else are we
drunk
gonna
and
do?
not say bingo. I just got to find a way to get booze. I don't have it.
You know, but um, guys, I'm going to later because I can't put it there now. Later, I'm going to put up a link at some point on my community tab for there's my Twitch channel because we're going to do some of that. But I'm also going to put on my channel a link for a Twitch channel called Cow Says Boom. It is my one of my best friends and in the world, so everybody has to go check them out and give them a sub because it is my high school best friend, and they are on a sub drive. Like I just want to hit 1,000 before the end of the year. I doubt I will, and I don't really care because I'm not that hardcore into it. But like my bestie and my bestie from high school, I think is like way into streaming way long. If I hit 1,000, yeah, I'll be super excited, and everyone will get their Daisy Dukes video at the range, Guns and Daisy Dukes. But you know, but Cow Says Boom deserves all the love, and they're a gaming channel, a computer gaming channel, in line with like Krakow and Thomas and everybody games. Not,
It sucks. How does it suck to
rookies.
be drunk?
What?
How does it suck to be me? Come on.
Because you said you had to get alcohol.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That would. Yeah. I have to have to have stuff to get booze with though. Which is the other unfortunate part. Can't set up a
Mm.
still in nearly enough time.
But nah. So why not? Gotta have fun. But oh my god. So we're gonna do a video on parent cartridges that I'm sure I'm going to regret. So we've covered that one. DM. Okay. We covered the ballistics, we covered the calibers. Guns in the guns in the news. We're going to cover some of the guns in the news, not some today because my brain hurts. But there's a few news stories about guns lately that we need to cover. We're not doing tonight. We're going to cover some shenanigans. We're going to play Sov Sit Bingo. We're going to make fun of people. We're going to have fun because we're going to have fun. We all need to have a good weekend and fun. It's been a long week. It's been a long week. I don't know why. Ugh. Oh. So, okay, audience will probably be bouncing between here and there. Okay, Mean John. Yeah, so we're gonna sit this up. Somebody asked me the other day about, do you really hate sovereign citizens? No, I just don't understand the mental gymnastics.
Well, they can be amusing.
I just don't understand the mental gymnastics. I didn't say it's unamusing. I just said I don't understand. Oh, so I sent this to Patty. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to think what the easiest way to do this is. Hey, Croco. I'm
Yeah.
gonna send you a picture. Can you pop it up on screen for me?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Okay, hold on. Where is it?
Put a lot dumber. Oh, jeez.
What? Um, Me and John, I don't hate. I have said it many times, my grandmother was the person that always said, hate only corrodes the vessel it's within. There's no point. It doesn't hurt the person you hate. It only hits you. So I really don't hate on many things. Um, there are some things I hate on. They are generally, I don't want to say few and far between, because the stupid that generally makes my brain hurt, I hate on.
Okay.
That's about it. Hold on, I'm getting it.
Okay. I just let you know I'm ready to go when you are.
Yes, I am making faces at you. I'm
Of
being
course, you're making
temperamental.
faces at me.
I'm tired and being temperamental right now. I had to deal with luggage recovery system at Heathrow. Yeah. I mean that is one to hate on. Okay. So you guys remember my story about the person that when they got tased yelled level up?
Yeah, that guy.
Victoria. Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand. Okay. So I just sent you a picture on.
On Discord.
Yeah. I found, so this is a picture from another call that I had.
Hold on, I don't see it yet.
Okay, well, we're gonna pop it up. But yes, so my guy that screamed level up when he got tased, that like waved street signs. So I was reminiscing with Ben from Viva Las Vegas about the stupid calls that I've gotten and all the stupid run-ins I've had. Um, and I found this picture and he was like dying of laughter. And I sent it to the lovely Patty as well. But I found this from one of my calls. Did it come through?
Not yet.
How?
I'm kind of wondering how too.
Oh, because I put it in the wrong place.
Ah, yes. Hello, abstraction.
Hmm,
Her boy things are not here right now, so
what?
the dog.
How do I delete a post I posted?
I have a abstraction here.
Well, that's great, but I'm trying to figure out how to delete something I just posted.
Oh,
How do I delete something out of the Discord?
mm,
You can do it.
I'm not sure where you put it.
Shit
So,
post.
oh, hold
But
on a
there.
second.
Okay, hold on. I'm not worried about it. You can delete it from there after. But these two pictures need to. I want these to put these up. I'm sending two to Krakow real quick. Hey, Darth. Darth, we are going to play Soft Sit Bingo tomorrow. But so I just sent you to Krakow. So yeah, so for our level up, there you go. Blow that up. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Hey, Nick. We are. I don't know. You might not, but I am. We as a channel are. Ma'am, we are not at medieval times. I am not going to joust you. Put it the fuck down.
Eh.
Hey, Nick. I'm gonna need you to put it down. We are not jousting. This is not medieval times. I am not. No. Y'all. There you guys go. Like, what are you doing?
Semi-air full auto mailbox.
Ma'am.
Wow, Darth. I didn't think it was that impressive.
Armed with a yeah, I don't know. Yep. Yep. This is my life. When I get 911 calls that look like this.
This isn't that one, but caller will be outside naked, armed with a mailbox.
So I've had my guy with the street sign, and this one had a mailbox. Hey, demons are out. Yeah. So I mean, like everybody thinks like my because everyone's like, well, you don't do the street side. Yeah, and a naked lady with a mailbox. What's your point? Yeah, Viva Las Vegas saw like I said that he was like, I thought you only saw bizarre shit in Vegas. Like, no, honey. No. You're a
Okay, that's
lawyer.
not even remotely funny.
What?
Darth's last message: AK-40 mailbox.
Okay, whatever. But yes, there you go. Victoria, it gets better. Yeah, Victoria's crying over here. Yeah. They're naked armed with a mailbox. Like you get to a point in your career where you're like, hey STFU. Hey Demon's Wrath. Yeah, like imagine going postal with a mailbox. Literally. Yep. New message to COD. Yeah, guys, like I'm at that point where I'm like, you are like, you get to a point in your career in public safety where you're just like, I think I've seen the end of the internet, the depths of the human race, and I don't even like, I just don't know anymore.
3 hours later, you say it again.
So there you guys go. My person was armed with a mailbox.
What do you
Hmm.
think? Go lay down.
Oh,
Come on, go lay
Victoria,
down.
there's a better picture coming too.
All right. So I'm going to stop sharing that one.
And then this one, we figured out for my lady with the hit and run scootering. We found my lady with the walker. I found what she needed to save herself from that hit and run scootering.
Okay. Let me blow this up real quick.
Victoria, I have hundreds of calls that would make people die of laughter. The things that I have seen put places used as weapons.
There you go.
Yep, there you go. Even reflective. It's got an air horn on it.
Old lady with a walker. There you go.
Hmm. So yes, for my lady that had the hit and run scootering.
Okay. Yeah, that is distracting. Somebody's got his caps lock on.
It's fine. Just leave it alone. I will call you Kurt if you harp on it.
Okay.
Like I really don't care. Because they'll do it. Yes, it does have a bell and horns. DM, that is not the ultimate story. Not even close. Yeah, but yes, it's got air horns on it. I was like, I was like, look, I found a walker my lady could have used. It has air horns and lights. So yes, there we go. You'll wait for the better one because you live this one. I mean, like DM, you would have to like. There were so many. Yeah, there are ones you would like have to like entire categories of calls where you're like, what? I had a lady called 911 over hot Cheetos. Oh wait, I mean, I think I have to serious this. Hold on. I don't know if this one's pre-censored or not. Um, I would have to go and censor some of them ahead of time because there's addresses, so I'd have to go sanitize some of them. Um, DM, I will. Cookie, okay. Good night, Cookie. Um,
Night night.
yeah, no. So Victoria, we can do. I can do a stupid calls stream. No DM. It wasn't too much hot sauce on Cheetos. I was sent as the special paramedic to a 9-year-old boy. A call for a 9-year-old boy having severe respiratory difficulty at the laundromat, and they were yelling that they couldn't breathe. The mom was yelling, the child couldn't breathe, and we thought maybe they were having an allergic reaction, something. And I got like halfway there, and they were sending the cavalry, and then it updated my screen. It was like, you can go ahead and cancel. Child ate too many hot Cheetos. They're fine now. What?
Yeah, flaming hot Cheetos. Didn't you know?
Great. Well, no one was kneeling on anybody's neck. We couldn't. We hot Cheetos.
Okay, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, bye. Yeah, it like it wasn't nearly as like but his mom called 911 and his mom was like, "No, it wasn't Cheetos induced AN. It wasn't Cheeto induced anaphylaxis. It was like literally he was coughing and wheezing because he inhaled hot Cheeto dust." I don't know. I did have somebody that called 911 screaming, "My baby is choking. My baby's turning colors." Um, and everybody went running because, really, really bad. And when I got there, her hand was all bloody, and I was like, "Oh my God, what happened? And where's the baby?" And she's like, "He's outside in the backyard," which I thought was a little bit strange, but okay. Okay. Um, cool. Like, I don't know what to. And I'm like, "Why are you bleeding?" "He bit me." And I was like, "How did your kid bite you enough that, like, there's, like, what?" And I went outside and it was a dog. You called 911 for a dog. I get some people think their dog is their children. Like, talk to, but please don't call, "Hey, Kev," but like, please don't call 911 and be like, "My baby is choking," when it's your dog. The abuse of 911, I was so mad. Um, no, he didn't even inhale it. He was just coughing because it was spicy. And mom overreacted because people, you know, and yeah, her baby bit her. I was so mad because you announce that it's an infant or a child or someone little not breathing and choking and turning colors. I mean, we had police officers from neighboring jurisdictions racing to the house. Like, it was anybody and everybody with emergency lights within miles running people off the road to get there because you tell us a baby is choking and turning colors. So yeah, we have had many stupids and many funnies, but in general, oh my god. How have you been, Kev Chat? How have you been, Darth Syndicate, STFU, everybody, all my loves? I hope you're all well. Um, So yeah, Victoria, now you know how I feel. DM, it was a like 4.5 pound Yorkie. You know, the things people call 911 for, you're like, what are you doing? Like, thank you, Kev Chat. Thank you for the loves. You know, like, yeah. Do not call 911 and tell me your baby is choking when it's a dog. Do not be
Yeah.
naked armed with a mailbox in the front yard.
Some people like to think of their dogs as their children. Their
I
dogs are
don't
their
care.
pets.
It is still a dog. You don't call 911 and say my baby.
No, that's when you call the vet.
I don't even like animals. Yes, Victoria, I have seen them turn colors. Their tongue turns colors. The tongue and the nose. Trust me. I could live without ever seeing it again. The amount of people that call 911 for a dog. Like, you 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 will have, you're not, Darth, you're not muted.
No, Darth, you're not muted.
We're just ignoring it. Some of the things you're saying, it's okay. You can still talk. You're not muted. But oh my god, yeah, like the things, all the things. Oh, you muted me. My fault. Makes sense, but call a vet. Yeah, Victoria, I don't care. Don't call 911. But, oh, the things I've seen. The kid with his teeth glued together was good, though. Kid that we had to figure out, the one we had to deal with was his teeth super glued together.
Why? Why was he eating that?
He didn't willingly do it.
Oh,
Who has not heard the teeth glued together?
I didn't hear
Show,
that one.
okay, you. Show of hands in my chat who hasn't done the teeth glued together. Who in my chat doesn't know what I'm talking about? So we'll give them a minute or two. And then I'll explain. You guys have heard it or have not? Are we raising our hand for we've heard it or we have not?
My guess would be have not,
Gorilla
because that's
glue
what you
hair.
asked.
Okay. Okay. So, um, no, Gorilla Glue hair gel though had nothing on this kid. So, okay. I got called to a college, to a dorm for an unknown airway issue. And nobody could tell me what was wrong. They couldn't tell me why this person's airway, like nobody could tell me anything. And I got there and all the cops, there's like 50 of them, are just outside. Half they're crying, they're laughing so hard. The other half are just looking perplexed. And I roll up and they were like, "Oh shit, it's Stephanie. It's Loki." Like, guys, no. No, guys, this was a bad day to do this. Like, guys, I don't think you know what's about to. Guys, no. She's here. Great, she's here. I go upstairs, and there are two males in this living room. Of It's an apartment that's got bedrooms, 4 bedrooms in a common area, and I look at the one kid who is obviously very frazzled and like talking with his hands and gesturing, and there's like four police officers very intently staring at him, trying to figure out what he means or is trying to say. And I look in the corner and his roommate is on the floor peeing himself laughing. And I was like, "Did you ask the roommate?" No. Well, being that he's on the floor drunk and hysterically laughing, I'm going to guess he knows. And it might be easier. Okay, whatever. I'm good at understanding stupid. We'll figure this out. So I go over to the kid that is having the airway issue, and through clenched teeth, he tells me, "My teeth are stuck. My teeth are stuck." I'm like, "Your teeth are stuck?" Okay. So for simplicity's sake, we're going to call them roommate A and roommate B. Roommate A has his teeth, TEEF, stuck. And roommate B just thinks roommate A's teeth being stuck is the funniest thing ever. And I'm like, "Okay, okay, what did you do? Why are you asking me?" "Because you are on the ground dying of laughter."
What did you do?
What it like? I am. I, I've got this. Like, what did you do? So, it turns out earlier in the week, roommate B came home earlier than expected from work and found roommate A using his mouth on roommate B's girlfriend for something that roommate B was less than appreciative of. So, he decided that payback's a bitch. And he knew that roommate A had a habit of brushing the biting surfaces of his teeth, and then he would bite his teeth down and brush the outsides really well. Because his dad was a dentist and he wanted to be a dentist and, whatever. So he tapped the toothpaste in his toothpaste tube down and filled it with like gel based super glue. So when his roommate brushed his teeth and then the biting surface and then clenched his teeth together and brushed the outside, it was enough to glue his teeth together. Okay, great. And roommate B just thought he was the funniest person in the world until he got arrested.
Yeah, I was going to ask if that happened.
And I took roommate A and put him in the ambulance, and he got sedated, and the breathing tube had to go up his nose and down his throat because we couldn't get his teeth open. So we had to intubate him nasally, which is a pain in the ass to do for the
And
paramedic.
unpleasant for the person that's being done to.
No, we sedate you. Whatever. Yeah, we sedated him. He got nasally intubated. He went to the ER. No, not an NPA. It was he was intubated nasally, not an NPA. 6.5 endotracheal uncuffed tube. D, not an NPA. It was a full endotracheal tube. He got etomidate and he got intubated nasally. Um, quite some serious charges, actually. So he was sedated, intubated, and then the poor ER nurse spent 4 hours with acetone and cotton swabs to get his teeth apart. And then they ended up he ended up in court because that acetone also dissolves the tooth enamel. The kid needed full implants, upper and lower,
Yikes.
because the acetone will dissolve the enamel in your teeth just as well, but they need to get your airway open. So yeah, felony assault. Felony assault and a whole bunch of other things. Kid did jail time. And his parents paid something like $500,000 in restitution. And I had to sit in front of a judge and explain why I had to put a breathing tube up someone's nose because you glued your roommate's teeth together. Sir, find a new girlfriend. I don't think this rises to the level
Jail time.
to throw your whole life away, which you have now done.
Yeah, because now he's a felon.
Mm-hmm. And you've been expelled from a university, and you're no longer qualified for loans. If the dog's there, mute yourself because I can't. The dog's killing me. Yeah, assault. He got some serious felony charges because he glued his roommate's teeth together. Find a new girlfriend. Homeboy's probably found his girlfriend in prison. Probably. I was like, I don't know what to tell you other than like there are maybe some things that you should just laugh off. That being one of them. But hey, Glue your roommate's teeth together. Why not? Yeah, that was a good one. If all yeah, cheating and super glue do not mix, Thomas. You have no idea. That is not the only thing cheating and super glue that doesn't mix. Um, Either laugh it off or don't get caught. Yeah, don't laugh it off while getting caught because you're drunk and laughing it off in the corner while the police are there. I will also tell you if you throw up in my hair, do not show up at the fire department the next day with flowers to ask me on a date. Because you've already puked in my hair,
Yikes.
your chance of getting an answer other than I'll file a restraining order. Please don't come find me again. We're very low. I cannot tell you the number of college guys that threw up on me or in my hair or on me that would like show up. D. Peterson, it's actually not a big deal. We That's like a weekly call, and super glue when dropped into the eyes actually very rarely does anything to the eyeball itself. It generally just only glues the lashes together, and so you're missing eyelashes.
Which you will get over in due time.
Yeah, it happens all the time. You get some corneal scratches, you
And
know.
those two passing time.
Yeah, but I mean, like days. And that's an all the time. I can't tell you how many people put super glue next to Visine in a bathroom or like girls that have fake nails that do, and someone uses them as eye drops. That's not uncommon. That's like a weekly call.
No, it's not a joke, but again, it will pass there, Mean John. It's something you'll get over in a few days.
Right. But, you know, it's a scratched cornea. Yeah, I mean, it you get over it. It's not a felony.
Grievous bodily harm, on the other hand, is.
Yeah. Um, Holy smokes, bless your heart, then listen to coworkers harass you. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a story, and there's a police officer that likes to tell everybody the story about the very drunk girl on St. Patrick's Day who spent an entire ambulance ride trying to convince me that I was gay and then got arrested for somehow getting an arm behind my head as I took the stretcher out of the ambulance and sticking her tongue in my mouth, which then got her clocked and put in a headlock by me and got us broken up. And every time her mother has run into me in public for like 8 years, her mom's like, "You're the paramedic my daughter kissed while drunk and you got her charged." And no, why are you proud of this? No, no, ma'am. You'd have surgery for a piece of airborne metal.
That is
Yeah, no, me and John, you're not, it's not that bad of a corneal abrasion. Like, I'm talking corneal abrasion that's gone in, 3 days. And it's because they always rub the lashes that are glued together. It's not like a, foreign body cornea abrasion. D. Peterson, I do not have her number. Uh, The chick that tried to make out with me while drunk, I have a restraining order against.
Why am I not surprised?
She was so drunk, she was unresponsive on the ground on St. Patrick's Day, and she headbutted one of the male paramedics in the junk.
Oh, ow.
And then,
That's actually more dangerous.
for who?
For the paramedic.
No, no. Sticking your tongue down my throat while drunk after throwing up when I don't know you is way more dangerous.
Well, where that's not quite what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in physical terms. Whether or not you're going to kick her ass is one thing. If she ruptured his testicles, that would be much worse.
Yeah, that's actually really hard to do. I've seen it done.
I've seen it happen.
It happened at a Boy Scout camporee.
Ouch.
A Boy Scout winter camporee. I had to land a
Uh,
helicopter for it. Dee Peterson, she was drinking Jameson and green beer. It was St. Patrick's Day.
okay, beer and scotch. Why do you do that?
I don't.
I wouldn't. Just a
I'm not Irish.
even if one was, that's a waste. That's just defiling a perfectly good scotch. Well, okay, a cheap scotch, but still.
Jameson is Irish whiskey, not Scotch. Yeah, that would be Irish whiskey. It's not Scotch.
Not a lot of difference, but that's okay.
Yes, there is. The person that collects it will tell you there is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like instant cootie toss. Yup.
Well, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
The amount of stupid prizes that have been won on ambulances involving me. Because the stupid always finds me. I got in trouble for we had one call. My dude was up on a roof with a belt. And I got on a PA system. I was like, what are you going to hang yourself off of with a belt? And this dude's like up on the roof looking around. I'm like, yeah. You didn't think this one through. Now come down before I come up there and push you off. Mm-hmm. They came down to tell me I was a bitch. I
Hey,
went to
right on.
Starbucks.
Got the job done.
Yeah, I went to Starbucks.
You wanted him down, he's down.
No, he came down to yell at me.
Yeah.
So I was being a bitch. And that where was my motherly instincts? They were on
They
full display. I told you to get down, or I was going to push you off and get you down. There was no plumbing book. There was no plumbing vent that would have held on this building. There was literally nowhere. And even if I pushed them, it wouldn't have mattered because the back of this roof was a single story off the ground over
okay.
grass. They'd been fine.
The only way that would have been better is if it had been raining in the last hour.
I was like, really? Y'all have been sitting here trying to negotiate with the idiot who's got a belt. standing on a roof over a grass yard that's like 7, 8 feet below him. You do not have a toddler at home. That is how I know you do not have a toddler. You're negotiating with terrorists. Get down. No, I'm going to make you get down if you don't get down. Like, if you care enough that you're willing to sit there and try to negotiate with someone acting like a 4-year-old, oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart, because I don't got the time nor the fucks to give. Yeah, they were like, yeah, no, sorry. The one that's sympathetic is not working today. Victoria, that there have been several ones I've needed Starbucks for. There have been several. Like, if you call me and I have not had coffee,
it
or
better
you
be waiting
wake,
when you get there.
no, like, or I can't bring, like, it better be good. Because I gave up coffee for this. No.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, I'd take Uggs off. Fucking. No. Go put clothes
Yeah,
on.
Radio Central better be on fire.
No coffee, you better being dying. Pretty much. I mean, Demon's Wrath, define good coffee in the US. And Mean John, you can call me, sure. Like, you're willing to call, like, that's fine. You can call me whenever. I'm not the
Just
nicest person early in the morning when I want caffeine, and I could give a fuck less about somebody being dramatic.
see, I'm a serious grump before coffee too.
No, I'm a serious grump even with coffee. I'm
Yes, but
over
I
stupid. I sent you a picture of my call that said the naked lady's armed with a mailbox.
armed with a mailbox. Yeah,
Please tell me where in that you don't need coffee to deal with it.
oh no, I would coffee would be on order instantly.
Where's nice flight attendant? Oh my god, Victoria, are you Victoria? Or wait. Victoria, are you on my Instagram? Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like what are we doing here? Hey, Victoria's on my Instagram. Oh my god. No, Victoria's on my Instagram. Um, yeah. No, you don't know how to use it. Victoria, my my tiny terrorist, she insists on bringing donuts to the flight attendant anytime we fly. I have pictures.
Do the
She
flight
li-
attendants take them?
they
That's the
do.
question.
Yeah, they do. They love her. and she brings the pilot their own box because if you are, it's a mistake. No, Victoria, I was gonna send you the picture. I just don't publicly. She takes the pilots their own donuts because one of the pilots told her that he didn't get any of the good donuts the last time my little person brought them because the flight attendants ate them all during the flight and they have to lock the door. So now my kid insists that the pilots need their own donuts and then brings a box for the flight attendants. They love her
All right, I see a
because
bunch. I see a bunch. I see enough. I see some new names here. Don't
I
forget to do
see.
all the YouTubey things, to like the
Yes,
comment,
please.
subscribe, ring the bell.
Yes, because I'm really bad with scheduling things most days. It is Dunkin' Donuts. Well, usually it's Dunkin' Donuts, but we usually are on the I'm usually on the first flight early enough with her that the flight crew can't get donuts because it's not open yet, and they have to go, you know, do their stuff. So she always brings fresh donuts to them, and they all love her for it. She makes lots and lots of friends.
All the world loves her because yeah, she's like that.
She's also really bad. Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme.
Jerry,
Krispy Kreme.
there's no. The
Yes.
only place you're going to find Krispy Kreme around me are some of the gas stations. And occasionally the dozen, like you can get the dozen all glazed at some of the grocery stores. There are no Krispy Kreme's stores
Oh, they closed
anymore.
down. They closed down the only one in Western Washington like a decade or so ago.
Yeah, Victoria, they love her. She brings them like Dunkin', like donuts and napkins and what, because they have to do safety checks. I mean, she's down there with donuts. I brought you treats. She watched Jenny or Jenny, like that one flight attendant, Jeannie, the flight attendant, Jeannie Weenie. She had seen a bunch of like the Jeannie Weenie videos, so she started bringing treats and desserts. Um,
Actually, to say the Krispy Kreme at Tacoma Mall, that it used to be in the old theater. It's I have never, I thought they shut that down a long time ago.
yeah, Victoria, she doesn't bring them Starbucks cards, but she brings donuts. The one day she brought bagels and cream cheese. Um, she's, you know, if we're flying in the afternoon, she'll bring. She, after watching Jeannie Weenie complain that you guys have to eat leftover stuff, she decided that they need treats. And being that my small person flew almost 100,000 miles on my companion pass, the flight attendants love her.
Okay, that's not the same place I was thinking about. It's been a few years since I was down at Tacoma Mall. Got moved up into King County, and we haven't really been outside it in a while.
Jerry, the one gas station Krispy Kreme near me, um, the Krispy Kreme people deliver in the morning to there. And you can only get the donuts for like an hour, 2 hours at most before they sell out. It's not Victoria, yeah. Yeah, there are some interesting stories to tell. I can tell you, um, for some reason, people like to need CPR or have babies when I fly, and I would really appreciate them not. I would really rather they not, because I hate those overhead pages. Doing CPR in an aisle is not my idea of a good time, especially not while they're trying to land the plane at Orlando MCO, because that was the closest place they could divert to. Yeah, do not wake me up
Why?
because what?
I thought the general rule was last few weeks before the expected termination of a pregnancy. You don't move around too much,
Oh, it's like before
especially not
30.
flying.
I think
Huh?
it's before. I think you can fly up to 32 or 34 weeks.
Well, I'm guessing she was farther along than that.
No, I've delivered several babies on planes. They're
Oh
always
wow.
preterm. Always. Yeah, Victoria. I mean, like, I could write a book with the stupid. Mostly I stick with, like, the funny, because most of my world is bad medicals. The funny ones, like, naked people with mailboxes, the guy in Victoria's Secret lingerie that we had to lure into an ambulance with a catalog.
Yikes.
Yeah, those are the ones where you're like, I need eye bleach. Okay, so since I have some other new names here, guys, um, like, subscribe, do the YouTubey things. Everybody that's here, um, I am going to talk to my people behind the scenes. I am going to tentatively schedule a Sovsit bingo for tomorrow late afternoon. So we're going to put up a Sovsit bingo. I'll grab some videos. I will put up some. Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate it. Um, Thomas, I would appreciate that one greatly. I will put up the bingo card. I will put up the link. I will put up the information for Sovsit Bingo tomorrow. We'll watch some Sovsit. We will play some Sovsit Bingo. We will drink some alcoholic beverages, and we will all laugh. We will figure out a time to discuss parent cartridges this week. We're going to talk about the parent cartridges and the new calibers, since we voted on that earlier. Um, and then we'll talk about some guns in the news. I'll give you guys about 5 minutes. And like I said, guys, do the like, the subscribe, the share. My hope is that I make it to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but I would be greatly appreciative if we can. It would be much more. It would be fun. It would be a nice way to end a year that has sucked for me because I've spent too much time in the hospital. So if you love your Loki, we'll see how close we can get. Um, I plead the fifth. I Okay. I'm going to try to look at some more community posts, guys. so we can figure out when we're going to do lives and where we're going to put some of the now edited content. Um, but there should be some edited content coming up very shortly. I got it all back finally. So I'll give you guys a few minutes. We will give you the Ask You Anything. Mile High Do Not Fly with Jerry. um, Mile High Discussion Mean John, apparently. So you guys have your Ask Me Almost Anything for a few minutes, then we're going to say goodnight. And we're going to drink and have fun tomorrow. And you'll probably get more of an answer tomorrow once there's alcohol involved, because
I plead for a fifth. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I agree. Hi, Anne. Love you, Anne. Thank you for checking in on me. I love my beasties. I have the best beasties. I love it. Everyone's like, I have the best chat. I have the best beasties. No, my beasties go hard. My beasties are awesome.
That's all right. My minions are usually pretty polite.
Your minions have become mine on Pewter.
Hey, we've been swapping. I've
I
got a
know.
few of your. I've had a few. I've had a few of
I
yours.
sent them. You act like I don't tell them to go see you. Yay, we'll see you, Anna. And we'll see you tomorrow. You can play bingo. Victoria, Victoria, are you in for afternoon? Me and John, we love you too. Victoria, we will make sure to cover the funny stories in between rounds of soft sit bingo, like my naked lady with the armed with the mailbox. Okay, well, I will see you there, Victoria. I'm excited. It'll be fun. My beasties are well behaved. They always are, and we love them for it. So
I don't know. Maybe one of these days we'll work together a quiplash stream. That'll be fun too.
let's do it. You tell me when.
Uh, okay.
We can do whatever we want. This is Loki's world. Oh yeah,
Sure.
we can talk about the lady with the broken hip and the Viagra fueled husband. We can also we can also talk about Captain Viagra laced crack.
Uh,
Um, Syndicate, we'll see you tomorrow for bingo. I will have a good sleep. I expect to see you, Syndicate. Syndicate, by Subset Bingo, be there. Yeah, broken hip, Viagra lace, crack, and a washcloth. Things that should not go in the same sentence in a retirement community.
the the washcloth was a nice touch.
I don't even know what my life has become some days. Even my parents make fun of me. Jerry,
Oh,
hope to see you there tomorrow for bingo. Good night, my loves. Okay, I'm gonna say you good night, my loves. I will see you all tomorrow. We will all have fun. Good night. Behave, my beasties. See you
night
tomorrow.
night.